Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. It's the 19th of March today, and the weather today, it's not so great. It's very, very cold today. It hasn't been a day like this since probably the middle of February, honestly. It's I can't imagine it's much above 5 degrees Celsius. So we're just about to get to the allotment now. So I'll give you a little update, guys, on my strawberry bed that I planted. I'll show you it finished now. And I'll also talk you guys through some of the plans I'm thinking of doing up the top of the plot where we still got it all covered over. The initial plan was to put some potatoes there, but I think after discussion with some of my friends, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a 6 metre by 3 metre polytunnel and put across the plot there, and I'm not going to give too much away just yet, but we may have another opportunity for somewhere to put our potatoes. So we're just getting to the allotment now, so I'll turn you guys around on the camera and I'll give you a little update of what's been going on since our last episode. So I'll see you guys in a second. So hey guys, we're back and we're just entering the allotment now, and I think the first thing that you can see is that our neighbour has been down and she's dug over a plot, which is a good thing. She removed a lot of those nasties, but of course left them on the path, so she's going to have some more problems in a couple of weeks, with no doubt. But I'll give you a quick update on how things are doing. Our rhubarb is doing really well now, it's coming on nicely, and quite a few of our garlics are now up and going. As you can see down here, we've had a few problems with our shallots. A couple of them have been pulled up by, I'm not entirely sure what, probably birds, to be honest. I usually put a net over any sets I plant, but I haven't this year. But they seem to be doing okay. We haven't seen any signs of life on these ones, but the ones up the house, on the other hand, are flying along. I can see the difference every morning when I get up. This is our strawberry bed then, guys, that we planted last time when we were down here. It's taken me a couple of days to finish it off because it's been a busy last 2 days for me, and I haven't had much time to get down the plot. Just about half hour, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. So we finally got it planted up now. I haven't spaced them or bunched them together too close, shall I say. They're about 6 to 8 inches apart. This year all the runners, I'm sure, will fill in any gaps for me and get it going. We still got a few left over in our box over here, but we give quite a few to our neighbour as well. She's planted a lot of those into a strawberry bed since unfortunately a lot of her plants died last year, probably no doubt to the invasion of weeds that she's had. But coming on up here then, we'll just talk you guys through some of the plans that we've got on. I measured this part out the other day, so from just beside that post up to here, shall I say, up in line with this over here, is about 14 feet, and from that post over there right the way over to the path is just over 21 feet, I think. So I think 20 feet comes out to around here, somewhere just on the path. So what I'm thinking of doing, guys, is getting a large polytunnel and putting it across here. So that will be a big plus. And then, like I said, we've got a plan for our potatoes, but I'm keeping that close to the chest at the minute. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, we've got our red currants over there as well, which are really starting to shoot on now, and all the buds seem to be getting bigger every day on our fruit bushes. But I think the order of the day now, guys, and what I'm going to get on with for the next few hours is to start to tidy up all of this area so I can make a better decision on where we're going to place this polytunnel in the next couple of weeks, and make a start on clearing it and digging it over. So for now, I'll sign off. I'm just going to get on with some of this work, but I'll give you guys an update later, and I'm sure I'll be planting some more seeds or something like that up the house later as well. So I'll make another video for you guys, and yeah, I'll see you then.
So hey guys, we're back again. I was going to leave it till the end of the workday to do an update since there are a couple of people around on the plots today, but I already cleared up the top end over there, moved all the glass etc and all the junk, and I lifted up this sheet just now to go ahead and make a start on the grapevine etc. But as I lifted up I had a bit of a shock because I think there was a vole underneath there, or a mole at least, so I'll lift it back up again now and I'll see if I can get a shot of him for you guys. I don't really want to disturb him. I'm a bit unsure on what to do today now since I don't know if I can carry on, but if I lift it up, let's see if he's still under there, shall we? Where is he? Seems like he's scattered off somewhere. I guess that's what all these holes are from then. Where is he? Is he going to be underneath there? Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. You see him running off of here? Oh, it's a little field mouse. I thought it was a vole first time I lifted it up, but it's a little field mouse, I think. Heading off over the plot there. Isn't he a cute little thing? Hello little fella. Don't have any food with me to feed you. But oh, have you been a naughty little boy? Been eating my grapevine? Because I was wondering why half of it. I think he's been having a nibble on my grapevine. Well guys, while I figure out what to do here with our new little buddy, yeah, just having a look here, it does seem like he's been a hungry little guy. Been stripping the bark off of my grapevine all winter. It's been keeping him going. Ah, well, I wonder why my grapevine didn't look quite as big as what it did, because it was a huge heap of mess last winter, but I guess that answers that. So what I'll do, I think I'll take the plastic cover off now since it's a little field mouse, and I'm sure you'll find another little home maybe under the shed or something. Looks like he's tunnelled underneath the slabs already, so yeah, I'm going to take it off so he doesn't do any more damage to my grapevine. So there's a quick update for you guys, and I'll be back with you at the end of the day. So I'll see you then. So guys, we're back again. We're just taking the plastic off, and sure enough our little friend is still here. But I noticed there's actually two of them. There's another one underneath the plastic over here. So if I lift this up, let's have a look. There she is. Oh, there's three of them. Do you want to lift it back this way? Oh. There's another two of them. Don't really like disturbing them, but the way they've been eating my grapevine, I don't think I really have a choice. Let's see if we can get in there. But I guess those rat holes that I thought were rat holes like these were actually little mice holes. So yeah, three little field mice chilling out. And there they go. So we leave it, make a run for it underneath our shed where they can make up a home, I suppose. As long as they leave my peas alone when they come out, I'd be happy. So I'm going to get on anyway guys, and we'll see you later. So hey guys, we're back again for another quick update. I've taken all these sheets away now and I've folded them up and tied them up for the summer. I've come in here and I've cleared out a lot of couch grass, dried up, etc. From in amongst all of this bed. So it's looking a lot cleaner now, because well, especially if you guys seen it back in October time last year, you're talking 4 feet chest level it was up to. I just couldn't even walk through there, and this grapevine was absolutely huge, taking over the whole pretty much of that back area as well. You can see where
this main stem is coming out here. This was all just as bad as that over there. But on closer inspection now, guys, after I've cleared out all of this grass here, you can see that, you can see all of the damage that's been done by these field mice, these three little rascals that were underneath this black plastic. I mean, they've absolutely decimated this vine. I mean, it needed pruning back this year anyway, but to be honest, I would prefer to have done that myself. But you can see just some of the old damage here where they must have done it a couple of months ago. It's everywhere, literally on almost every vine there is damage. So yeah, it's not looking so great. I'm going to have to prune these back heavily, I think, and start again and just retrail them up, which, to be honest, is probably a good idea anyway, since they've gone absolutely crazy. I mean, they've rooted in, let me see if I can find you an example here. They've rooted in pretty much everywhere as well. So you can see here, this would have rooted back in now. This would have rooted back in, especially down here. See, where was those? Like here, for example, you can see that this is rooted in, and what they've done then is obviously they've eaten through the end of it and they've propagated a load of them on. So I suppose it's not a terrible thing. You can see here this is rooted all in, so it's going to be a bit of a mess and probably a day's work to sort this grapevine out now, but hopefully we can do it. It seems, actually, I thought there was only two here, a red and a white, but there seems there's one there, there's another one here, and then there's a third one down here. But yeah, so we're going to have to come down here in another day, I think, and figure these out. But what is next on the bill to do is going to be measuring out this polytunnel and seeing where it's going to go. You can see this pile here, guys. This is all of the grapevine that had been chewed through and just left by them. See if I can show you a good example. You can see here where they've just decimated it. Here's probably a really good example. See where they've gone right the way down to the heartwood of the vine there. So yeah, I'm talking probably in the region of, I'd say, between 50 and 75% loss on that grapevine. It's been here donkey's years though, so I'm fairly confident that it'll spring back within the season with no issues. But yeah, I'm just going to get on with marking out this polytunnel now, guys, and then we'll do a final wrap up before I head home. So until then, I shall speak to you in a little while. Okay then, guys, we're back again for just the quick roundup before I go home now for some lunch. It's getting on now, it's about 5 o'clock, I should imagine, so I'll just show you guys quickly what I've done today. I've put up my cage in for my peas, so they should do alright in there. Last year what I did do is I had this just standing up as one sheet in the ground. I buried it about half a foot into the ground, and I just had straight canes holding it up then, but I found that it was far too tall for the peas, because it is about 6 foot tall, that bit of chicken wire there. So this year I had 7 of these bendy canes given to me last year, I think it was, or yeah, I think it was last year I had them given to me. So what I've done is I've just put them in the ground, and then I folded the chicken wire over like that, so I could have one row on this side and one row on this side of peas. I think my guttering is about the length of this, so it works out brilliantly. So yeah, all I've done to secure that in then is just used a bit of twine, 3 pieces on each cane, and that's brilliant. I was going to use this, how would you call it, construction fencing, stuff, which I did use on my first and I think second year, which it worked great, but I find that the peas, there's quite big mesh into it, so I think the peas actually much prefer this stuff because it's a lot finer. I think it's only what, 10 mil, it's just standard chicken wire. But yeah, so I've done that this morning, and then as you guys know, we had some issues with some field mice when we were pulling back the cover, but we've tidied this all up today now. I've come along and I've collected up all the grass there, raked it back as best as I can. and I've also marked out the area for our polytunnel. So we're looking at a 10 foot by 20 foot polytunnel, and what I've done is, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this at the minute. I'm thinking it's going to have to be on these front pegs, the actual edging of it, because this back peg is actually about 6 to 8 inches onto the path, you know, and that's between me and my next door neighbour. So I think it's probably not wise for me to put it that far back onto this path. So I think what I'll do is, if I do it from this side, you can see it. It's 10 foot this way, so from this pole here to this one here, the front one we're talking about, I think, and then we have 20 feet this way, all the way back to this side here, which again I've put into, they're 15 inches apart. Originally, if we do use the back one, it would be come to here, but if we use the forward one, which I think is going to be a better idea, it'll come to here. And then the idea is, because the second post is there, the other post is there, so this path then could be used as the entrance to the polytunnel. So the polytunnel would come right up to this metal sheath in here, and hopefully I can line it up so the door is right in front of me here, so I can just walk straight into the tunnel here, and then we can crack on. But looking at this grapevine, there's actually 3 of them. Well, it seems like there's more actually, because if you look, it's rooted in down there, it's rooted in over here, it's rooted in over here, there. So there's one grapevine, and then we have a second grapevine here, which is rooted in there, and I think originally it was rooted in there. And then of course we have the third grapevine, which is here, which I think it's only rooted in one place. Yeah, it's rooted in originally back here. So trying to figure out, see how much of this grapevine is going to be inside the polytunnel, where it's going to be, and is it going to be in the way. So I've tried to line up this pole here, so the grapevine is just to the left of it. So what I can maybe do is put it up underneath the polytunnel and train it then to the roof. But it looks like this one, we're going to have no option but to either remove it or keep it inside the polytunnel. Again, I'm not entirely sure what the rows are going to look like inside of this polytunnel, so I'm not entirely sure what to do here now with these. If anyone has any suggestions, then post them down in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. And then this third one, again, looks like it's just inside the polytunnel. So I'm going to have to deal with these grapevines, decide how we're going to play this out, and we'll take it from there. So the next step now, guys, when I have another free day, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to get down and I'm going to start from this corner, start digging my way back and dig all of this over, and try to get it all nice level and ready, so we can either put a polytunnel in and make another bed here. Probably going to have a bed sort of like this here, line her up with the edge of this path all the way along, and then just have another path walking down here. So we got just a bed here, and we put some wood chip along the edge here then, just to border it out. And the same goes for the takeaway along here. Probably have wood chip all the way up to the edge of the polytunnel then, and all the way down to the bottom, wood chip again. So we'll just have our polytunnel here then, and maybe even put wood chip on the paths inside the polytunnel. All depends with how it goes. But yeah, allotment's looking good then, guys. Everything's really starting to grow now. You should see the shallots and garlic up the house. Like I keep saying, I'm sure I can actually see them growing. They're growing so fast at the minute. Just this last bed to manure then. As you can see, I'm getting down now towards the last of my kale. I took another one yesterday. Well, I give that one away actually. I think my neighbour took it off, but I've pulled up another couple, as you can see. Yeah, strawberry bed's looking good, but all I think is left to do now is get home, have some lunch, and then sit down, plant some seeds, and I'll show you guys my grow tent that I've been promising to show. So I think that's it for the allotment today, guys. So here's me signing out. I'll see you all guys later. So take care, guys. Alright then, guys, so we're back at the house again. I thought I'd just give you a real quick update of the garden. I've finally got a gas bottle, which you can see here. It's an old Cali gas bottle from a friend who doesn't need her anymore. So what we're going to do with this is obviously make our wood burner. We're going to cut out a nice door out of this, weld a hinge onto it so we can open it and close it, and then we're going to obviously take the valve out full of water first to get the gas out. Cut this off here then and weld a flat plate to the top of it so I can cook off of it, and then round the back, I'll just show you on the front though, we will cut a hole roughly, should say roughly there, have a U-bend coming out, and then we can drop the chimney on top of that and up. And then last thing that I need to do is on the bottom just drill a bunch of holes through with one in the centre, and have a small round plate then with slits in it that I can turn back and forth to allow more air to come up through the bottom. So that should do me brilliantly. I've been on the hunt for one of those for weeks and weeks now. I wish I did have it in the winter, obviously. Now it's getting to spring, it's getting on, but that should do me really well in the summer for things like stir fries and God knows what else. So I'm really pleased with that. Just a quick update on these slots I was telling you guys about when I was on Allotment. I mean, you take a look at that one. He's really coming on now. Every day when I come out, I can see that they've got just that little bit bigger. Same can be said for the garlic. They're really flying on now. I'm a little bit disappointed though, because I've yet to see any of my elephant garlic come up in the centre here. So I really don't know what's going on with that. Whether they were just bar bulbs I bought from Wilkinson's, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully they'll come up in a few days. We'll just give you guys a quick greenhouse tour. It's not too bad in here, it's quite warm. Potatoes are doing real nice. As you can see, they're starting to put some size now. Ceilings at the back, they're done for pretty much. There might be one aubergine plant that I can save. But peas, and no sign of peas yet. They're still too early for these. I went out and I bought a couple of these as well, kiwi fruits. I started off with just one, but I realised that obviously you need two to pollinate, so I went out and bought another one, and I probably put them in the back corners of my greenhouse or something along the lines of that. And then finally in here, our broad beans. They're all pretty much up now, apart from a couple. Which I presume won't come up now. I guess they've just rotted in the pots, which is fine. That's enough there for me. I always plant a few too many, either to give away or whatever. And I guess last but not least is our leeks. They're up, they're going, so we're happy about them, and a few more coming up through. So yeah, this is the garden. It's doing really well. One quick last update as well, guys. I remember this pot where I showed you that just had a couple of banana shots in from last year. They seem to be coming on nice now, but I'll probably pull them up soon. But I remember there was something else in that pot. I did pick up a load of conkers this year, so I buried them all in there, and hopefully we'll get some conker trees coming up this year that I can then bare root off next year and go out into a forest and replant out. They're horse chestnut is the proper name for them. So yeah, there's a quick update for you guys up in the garden. Got a gas bottle, etc. now. Everything's doing really well. So yeah, I'll sign off, guys. So until next time, I'll see you then. Take care and goodbye.